Okay, so good to see you guys, Atomic Success Secrets. And we're going to do something that came in this morning as it's been coming in over the last few hours, since over the last few days. And so we're going to get right to it. It's a way to use the different things we use, matrix energetics and instant miracle and peace process and our pure consciousness way of doing things here to help you heal and get what you want in life. So I'm going to start. And the way I'm going to start is a story. I put it out there the last few days. Leslie was the one that kind of said, what could she love into being? And some stuff that's happening is really cool to see in her life. It's really cool how it's showing up. And then she's taking action and doing stuff. And what I was putting out there was I would love to see a lot of people sending a lot of people to us, for our group. I love our group. And it'd be nice to have people referring people like crazy, like all sorts of people coming to us. And we have the one-on-one session. So I thought my wish was, my prayer was to get referral source people that want to send people, and I thought, well, who has the people? And I thought, well, doctors have the people. And so I thought, well, I should talk to more doctors. I've got lots of doctor friends. And so I kind of put that out there. And what came to mind was a movie. It's literally called St. Ralph. I'll put it in the link here. It's a really cool Canadian movie from a long time ago, from a while ago, and coming of age movie. But at one point, spoiler alert, but Ralph's house burns down. He's 14 years old. His house burns down, and his friend is like, Ralph's not going to go run the Boston Marathon. He's just going to give up, and his mom's dying anyway, and so he's going to just give up. And his friend says, God damn it, Ralph, you burned your effing house down. You might as well run the Boston Marathon. And so then he does, and it's a really cool story. And so St. Ralph, a really cool movie. And so what I was thinking today was to start with like this. We're going to start when we do our one-on-one sessions. I've got a really cool Matrix Energetics 2.0 that we're going to do for each other to help us get what we want in life. And right now, what you might want to do is just think of what do you want? So just take a moment and think, yeah, what do you want? Okay, and when I thought of that this morning, I had that whole idea of like, well, I want people to refer to me and to be known as the healer that can help people heal around the world and here in Bellingham and Fairhaven. And so that was my request to God. And then it became a decision. So the difference between a goal and a wish and a vision, the difference between that and a decision is I'm going to make this happen. This is my decision. A goal, I've seen so many people just die, literally die. And their goal, their vision, what they want never came true. It's like, didn't happen. And it's like, man, oh man, that's a tough one to see. I've seen that. And then I've seen people that get what they want and get healing. And that's really cool to see. And so, well, what's the difference? And so one part of it is a decision. So what you might want to do, if you want, you don't have to do this. What you might want to do is think of, what do you want? And then how important is it to you? Like if it's not a 10 out of 10, a 10 plus out of 10, there's always a way to wiggle out of it and not do it. There's always a way to back out. There's always a way just to not get on the starting line. So you can think like, when you think of what you want, how important is it? There was somebody that said, I forgot who it was, that said, if you had to figure it out, and you had to figure it out by like a certain time, like a month, and somebody would pay you $1 million if you figured it out, could you do it? And it's like, wow, if somebody said you figure this out and you get $1 million, that puts a little more oomph into it. It's not always about money, but it's this idea like, is what you want, can you make a decision that you're going to do it? And you're going to figure it out. And it's a 10 out of 10. Because if it's not that, man, oh man, I don't think it'll work. Might work, but it's like if it's a 10 out of 10, you're committed and you're going to do what it takes. Now, so as I did that this morning, I'm running along and I'm doing my quality workout. I had to get up really early because it's like I've got had the group today, and I had that thing going on, and I saw my friend who I met a few weeks ago on the trail, Gable, and I said, "Hey, Gable." So I got to see him, and I'll send him a little message afterwards. He's a cool guy. And then I saw this other guy, probably 55, maybe 60 years old guy, walking, and I'm doing my strides, getting ready for my quality workout, and he said, "Hey, how many days a week how many miles do you run every day?" And so I told him my schedule and what I was up to. And he said, "How long have you been doing it? Your whole life?" And I said, "Well, since I was 12, and I'm 65 now." And he told me, "Yeah, I'm trying to get back into it. I lost 20 pounds, and but my knees hurt, so especially when I go downhill, it doesn't hurt when I go uphill." So I said, "Well, why don't you run uphill and walk downhill?" And I told him I was a physical therapist, and so he asked me my name, and I told him, and he's going to look me up. I said, "I've got some videos that can help heal knees," and so I'm running along, and I'm like, wow, who knows who that is? Some guy named David. Hopefully he'll email me. I'll see him on the trail again, and it's like he could be a doctor. He could be somebody that could refer people to me. He could be who knows? Maybe I just got my wish come true of a referral source. You don't know. So but it's like it kind of hit me that, wow, just instantly I said it, and this guy's on the trail, very interested in what I do. So I'm going to put that out there for you guys again. What do you want? I mean, it's your life. Like, who are you really? And what do you want? And is it important enough? Is it a 10 out of 10? You've decided you're going to do it. You're going to get it. This is going to happen. Because if it's just a vision, if it's just a wish, if it's just a goal, you'll find a way to wiggle out many times. But if it's a decision, it's something big. Okay, and so we're going to do this process right now, and then we're going to do one-on-one healing. You're really a cool 2-point that I'm seeing coming in. You can ask yourself a question if you like, you don't have to, of who am I? And for real, who am I? And we're going to die. And what's your purpose? Like, why are you here? Like, you could ask that question, why am I here? And what do you want? What do I want? And is it worth enough to make a decision to say, that's what I'm going to do. That's what's going to happen. 10 out of 10, you're going to make it happen. Like my little boy says, make it happen, Papa. And then you could think, what are the action steps? Like if you had to make it happen by a certain amount of time, what are the action steps? What actions could you take? Would you take? Would you need to take? You might write them all down. What actions would make it happen? Because if it's a 10 out of 10 of importance, you're going to make it happen. If you didn't do the action steps, then it wasn't a 10 out of 10, I guess. All right. And we're holding an amazing space here in the group, your Atomic Success Secrets group. So there is an energetic component to this. There is a spiritual healing component to it. And that's really powerful. And I just want to emphasize again, if that's where it stops, I've seen a lot of people die with their goals in their heart. And so the other part that I've noticed is you have this intuitive hit that comes in, like you've got this decision that you're going to get this thing, and you've got this some intuitive hit comes in, like, oh, I'm going to do this thing. Here's my action. And then a really cool thing is how much time happens between when you get the intuitive hit and you take the action. The more it can be like it happens, you get the intuitive hit and you take the action. Not a lot of time in between. I think there's some magic to that. Okay, so we're going to go to that space of that infinite space between the intuitive hit and the action. Everything you want. Okay, so I'll put this extra little recording in the portal under the full recording, and then we'll get right to our one-on-one healing. Here we go. I'm so glad you guys are here.